Cooper's Violet here. I just have a short video to go over. And you know, we're in a feminist world these days, and I just want to let you guys know that the men out there, that if you're in a relationship, to make sure that you are the head of the house. And just like the Bible says, and the crazy things women will do to manipulate you. And I noticed a lot of guys recently, they'll be getting something at the store, and the cash register person will ask them a question, and they'll say something, and then the woman interrupts and says, no, this is how it'll be, and then he'll hush up and be quiet. See, the thing is that that's like the inner feminism, and you don't want to be in a feminist relationship, because that's what Satan promotes. He wants it to not be like biblical times. And since the world is crashing today, and we never know how far tomorrow will last, we have to know these things now. And so I'm just going to share a Bible passage with you, and this is in 1 Timothy chapter 2, and it's going to be verse 9 through 14. It says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence and all subjection. So when you're telling her something or teaching her something, she shouldn't interrupt you or try to talk over you. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was formed first, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. So remember, back in Genesis, they were told to stay away from the forbidden fruit of knowledge of good and evil, and it was Eve that was talked into tasting this fruit by the snake, and in doing so, she talked Adam into taking a bite of the fruit of knowledge for good and evil. And therefore, the woman was then looked at the lesser vessel under a man ever since then. Now, remind you that Adam and Eve were created equal in the beginning, until she deceived Adam, and then she was called the lesser vessel. And then I'd also like you to look up Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. And I don't remember exactly, but it does say that the man is to rule over the woman, and the husband shall submit to her. Let me see if I can find it real quick. So I mean, if you're going into a marriage, and I'm not talking about marriage through the state that you're a third party with the government. I'm talking about if you decide to marry your woman and you hand her a certificate of marriage and the two of you become one flesh, then regardless if she was your wife or concubine, these rules still apply. So I'm in Genesis right now, chapter 3, and it's verse 16. And this is God speaking, by the way. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. So, women don't like to hear that. And I'm sorry, ladies, but if you say you're a lover of Jesus Christ and or God, but you cannot understand that commandment right there in Genesis 3:16, that you are supposed to have the will for the husband and he will rule over you, then something's not going good in your life. And you might want to make corrections. And men need a real biblical woman out there, someone who will follow their lead, follow his teachings, follow the Bible through and through. I mean, you don't need to be tagged to any religion. Like, I'm just a Bible believer. I'm vowed to hopefully one day have all his commandments and keep his statutes. And it's hard. It is. It's really hard, but I'm going to try the best I can. Anyways, I will have more on things like this in the future. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below, and I will do the best I can to get back with you. If you like this video, please subscribe, and yep, that's about it. Thank you so much. Cooper's Violet. I'm out.